What's up, guys? Today I have another episode of Funday Sunday for you. As you can see, we're looking at a Rayquaza this time. Just to change things up. The light, there's light outside and the sun is rattling the wind in the trees, and yeah, that's why you see a little bit of glare. So, in this episode of Funday Sunday, I will be talking about a few things, such as Dreamworld abilities and Pokemon rivalries. And when I mean rivalries, I'm talking about um, like Fortress versus a Ferrothorn, like what's better in my opinion. So yeah, let's actually just first get into the topic of Pokemon rivalries. Now, to the topic at hand, Fortress versus Ferrothorn. Personally, I feel like Ferrothorn they're actually both really good Pokemon. Both have a really good, defensive move pool. Um, Fortress has the Sturdy ability, which guarantees you one entry hazard of choice, being either Stealth Rocks, which I'd use, or one layer spikes, or one layer toxic spikes. But as we all know, it's pretty much almost impossible to one-shot a Ferrothorn unless you're in the sun with a Fire Stab, and it's on its special side as opposed to its physical side. Now, the same goes for the Pokemon we know as for Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is a really good Pokemon. It gets access to Leech Seed, Entry Hazards, Gyro Ball. Yeah, so when it comes down to it, I look on both, but I feel that more like competitively speaking, I feel that Fortress works better than Ferrothorn just because Ferrothorn, like I said, does not have that one layer of what the one guaranteed entry hazard as opposed to Ferrothorn, because Ferrothorn is guaranteed entry hazards due to its sturdy ability. It's guaranteed to live at least one hit from full HP, and I did the calcs. Um, when it comes down to trapping Pokemon such as Magnezones, I did the calcs. If you run a physically defensive um, Fortress, if you Earthquake and whatchamacallit, a Magnezone because you're locked trapped in, I did the calcs. If you have your Stealth Rocks and your Spikes up, you could kill a, a Magnezone one shot with the Earthquake due to the help that you get because of the you know uh entry hazards. But now I'm going to go back to Ferrothorn versus Fortress because they're both, like I said, very good Pokemon. Ferrothorn gets Leech Seed. Now, if it came down to a battle between Fortress and Ferrothorn, I feel like um, um, Fortress would win because it's not like you could Leech Seed a Fortress, but you can't. But it's not like it really matters because every Fortress in the world has freaking Rapid Spin. Um, Plus, it's like you can power whip it to death, which is like extremely foolish because Fortress has a great um defense stat, so power whip won't be doing that much as opposed to Fortress going for the EQ, which does have the potential to do a lot more damage than we will be recovering with Leech Seed and leftovers because um, no one was a physical attacking of any one of those two. I mean, I think there's a physical set for Ferrothorn, but I mean, when it comes down to it, it's like, you know, I feel that Fortress is better because, like I said, you're guaranteed one layer of any entry hazard you go for, than as opposed to, you know, risking it. So I mean, that's what I feel. More Pokemon that I feel that get rivaled a lot will be Reuniclus against Alakazam due to their both amazing ability. Wonder Guard. Now, if you don't know what Wonder Guard does, Wonder Guard is the Dream World ability of both of them. Reuniclus and Alakazam can easily switch into Stealth Rock Spikes, Stealth Spikes, status such as Burn or Poison, and they won't take any damage, and that includes Life Orb damage. The Magic Guard ability doesn't allow you to take indirect damage, and I actually was mistaken. Reuniclus does not get a Magic Guard for a Dream World that gets regenerated. I just remembered. You can actually catch a, one of those things with the Magic Guard in game. So, yeah. But when it comes down to it, I feel that they're both very good Pokemon, very very strong on their special attacking side. Now, when it comes down to it, even though I like this Pokemon more, Reuniclus is weaker, just because you'd have to spend a whole turn, because Alakazam is very fast, but it's kind of frail. It's alright. It's frail on the, normal defense side, so you'd probably have to run a plus defense nature, but anyway. Um, yeah, so Reuniclus is unfortunately just a little worse just because of its horrible speed stat. And I mean, you can just trick a scarf. I mean, you can just put on a scarf on it, but it's like, it's weak when it comes down to it, and you really need Reuniclus more as a trick room sweeper as opposed to a normal Alakazam, because Alakazam has really good speed and it has, pretty good, very respectable special attacking stat. So yeah, let me think. Now, here's another, um, you know, battle that should happen. T-Tar against a Hippowdon. Now, to be honest, it's actually hard to say, but I feel like T-Tar would lose unless there's hacks and you run a very weird T-Tar set. Because I believe it's that. No, wait. Does he get stabbed on it? No, it doesn't. T-Tar gets stabbed for Earth. No, it doesn't. It does not get stabbed for, Earthquake as opposed to Hippowdon. Plus, I think it's super effective on T-Tar. So, I mean, it's like, okay, then, but you could just Ice Beam Hippowdon. True, but let's say it has Slack Off. Who's feeling like an idiot now? Because Hippowdon gets access to Yawn and Toxic and Slack Off. It's really a really good Pokemon to have, but I still like T-Tar more, but when it comes down to it, Hippowdon is better, unfortunately. So yeah. Now let me think of something else. Scarfed Moxie-Mans versus a D-Knight. Now, that battle looks so fucking cool because D-Knight is just so freaking powerful. And, like, you don't even have to run an Adamant Nature. I highly recommend you run Jolly because, like, my D-Knight, I'm not sure if this is, like, everyone, but my D-Knight has, like, 123 speed as opposed to its attack stat, which is, like, 323 or something like that. So, I mean, you might as well just have that extra speed. Um, but Salamence is a very strong Pokemon. Now, if you run a multi-scale D-Knight, you have a better chance of living an outrage from a Mence, but if it does not have its Moxie, I believe D-Knight would win, because I believe they both get Ice Beam, but seeing how they're both 4 times weak to it, but D-Knight gets multi-scale, I feel like D-Knight would be slightly better than Mence, because I just said so. Um, that's what I feel. Let me think of another one type quick. Oh snap, I don't remember. I had a bunch of them thought out already. Oh wow, wow, wow! This is horrible. Okay. Um, Imposter Ditto against Zoroa or Zorak. I don't give a damn about. I don't give a damn enough to remember their names unless they're like OU or like they're my favorite Pokemon or I've seen them a lot. When it comes down to it, their abilities are very good because you gotta just predict right with Ditto. And also with Zoroark because it's like if you don't predict them right, it could screw your whole like battle over. And because Imposter Ditto is a very big threat, it is fairly Ditto is fairly fast because with a Choice Scarf Ditto is really very powerful. I feel like Imposter Ditto will move up to the OU tier. Uh, as opposed to Zoroark, which will stay in the RU tier. Now, I know I said I was going to talk about something else, Dream World abilities, but I guess I'll make this video a little longer. Now, here's something I really want to talk about. I want to talk about status moves, such as Heatran, as opposed, like, Heatran, on the scale from Toxic or Willow, I don't understand this. People, stop running Toxic. Now, I know Toxic has a better accuracy and everything, but just think of this scenario. I play this over 100 times in my head. I have to change my Heatran sets. But Heatran with freaking Will-O-Wisp as opposed to Heatran with Toxic. Now, just listen. I have a Heatran with Will-O-Wisp as opposed to Toxic. And my friend has a Heatran with Toxic as opposed to Will-O-Wisp. Let's say we're both playing someone with Magic Bounce Espeon. I go for the Will-O-Wisp. Espeon's Magic Bounce bounces back my Will-O-Wisp. I get my Flash Fire boost, as opposed to my friend going for the Toxic, which bounces back but does nothing. You see my point? It's like some status moves Smolon really should change because it doesn't benefit from that. Just how, like, you should always run T-Wave as opposed to Toxic on Ferrothorn or Fortress just because of that reason, Magic Bounce Espeon. You get Magic Bounce back and, your status slows you down and boosts up the power of your Gyro Balls. So, that is very good. Now I want to talk about Dream World abilities. Dream World abilities, what can I say about them that I haven't said before, or if anyone said before? They're freaking awesome because Dreamworld gave a whole Pokemon the chance to move from like RU all the way to Uber, which was amazing. And it moved Venusaur to OU, which I was very pleased about because I love first gen Pokemon. First gen is like my favorite gen. Then it's Gen 3. I actually like all the gens up to Gen 4, and then after that, I just think they just started, making games just to make them, and then like they lost that spark, that talent, because that's just my opinion. Because if you played Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Crystal, Silver, and Gold, Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire, you felt something different. And then when they made freaking Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Emerald, Soul Silver, Heart Gold. Soul Silver and Heart Gold sucked compared to their original games. So yeah, what else? Oh yeah, I was talking about Dream World abilities. Now I know one Pokemon that you guys will all agree with me will jump straight to the OU tier. I mean to the Uber tier when its Dream World ability does get released. And I just started. I said ability. I can't even do it right anyway. But the Pokemon I'm talking about is Dream World Superior. Because if you do not know its Dream World its Dream World ability is Contrary. And Contrary, if you don't know what that does, it's like if I go for like Tail Whip, I believe Tail Whip lowers your defense by one stage, But with the contrary boost, you'd get +1 defense as opposed to as -1 defense. So, you know how, like, it says that, like, if with Leaf Storm, it's like your special attack gets sharply reduced, as opposed to sharply reduced, it gets sharply rose. So that means every turn your Leaf Storms will be doing more. So, you know, when that is officially released, it's like it will be very hard to stop. Just slap a scarf on that thing, and you have a very powerful threat right there. Now, one Pokemon I feel that's very underrated in its tier is Charizard, because Charizard, with its solar power Dream World ability, is very strong. Just Fire Blast, man. It's like, granted, you do take 50% due to Stealth Rocks, but look at Volcarona. I love Volcarona, but it takes 50% too, and at least with the Sun Up, you don't have to worry about, things outspeeding you. You just need a free switch into something. You just need to either Deathlock or something, or get a free switch. Yeah. So, in my opinion, the most broken Dream World ability, like I said, is Contrary. Now, if Victini had Contrary, that thing would be banned from UU and go straight to OU, because Contrary V-Create, man, is crazy. You know, Contrary with the V-Create means your stab and V-Create goes up, and instead of your speed defense, your speed, your defense, and your special defense getting reduced, they actually raise. That's fucking crazy. And I think Spinda gets Contrary, and I think it also gets Assist. So with that being said, if you use Spinda with, V-Create Victini, it's probably only possible to do on PO, because you're required in the game. Actually, not really, because you can have like 3 moves in the game. And now you may be thinking, no, you can't, but yes, you can, because there's something called move deleters. So yeah. To be honest, I actually am working on something very big. I don't really even care. I don't even care about keeping the secret a secret from you guys. I do plan to bring a red and blue Wi-Fi battles up really soon. I'm just talking right now because I don't know what else to talk about for this episode of Funday Sunday. So red and blue matchups will be coming. You can't expect to see that from me. I'm not trying to replace Xenon. Speaking of Xenon, I did apply for the SOS project, so hopefully that will get me some new subs, and I did get a new sub, which is, thank you so much. I'm going to send everyone a PM message over YouTube just saying thank you, because without you guys, like, my whole channel wouldn't be what it is. Granted, I'm not making any money or doing anything with this channel. I'm just trying to do what I like doing, and like having fun. So that's pretty much the only reason why I keep doing this. There's no money involved, no gain for me. In fact, there's a loss because I'm losing time to be hanging out with friends or family. But I mean, it's all kind of worth it to me, because I'd rather be doing something that's fun to me than, going to like the mall with people who are supposedly your friends but then backstab you. But that's beside the point. Damn, it's hot in my room. You know, open the fucking window if I don't feel like it. There was something I wanted to say. We're closing in on the 20-minute mark, which I usually end my Funday Sundays on. Oh yeah, I remember now. Well, I finally got an emulator that works for Pokemon Black and White. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh yeah, finally, because why even bother telling us that now? Because Black and White 2, and everyone's doing Black and White 2 now. I seriously haven't even bothered searching Black and White 2 ROMs, because they're all in Japanese. So I mean, I don't feel like relearning Japanese. I learned a little bit of it because my brother's wife is Japanese. So I decided to learn a little bit, just to talk to her in her native language, and if I ever went there, I had to have something to say with my relatives, my in-laws, about stuff in their native tongue, so it won't be like a stress for them trying to learn English. So yeah, so black and white, I'll probably do like an LP of that if you guys want. Now, as you can see from the screen, I do have a Rayquaza card. It has the outrage and shit. It's a Delta species. Now, if you want this card, all the cards I will be showing are up for sale. I guess I can sell this card. If you want it, I'll sell it to you for like $1. So, and if you see that it's fake, or if you just have it, and then you buy it and then you see, oh, it's fake, just send me PM, and mail it back to me. I'll give you back your money, because you gotta let me know within a 3-day period, or I don't want it back anymore. It's not like I don't want it back, it's just that I think it's more of your responsibility, because I did give you a time limit, and I did warn you if they were fake, you could send them back and get a refund. So I'm not gonna try to rip anyone off, and if you seriously are pissed off about losing $1, I'll just send you $1, and then you send me back the card. But yeah, now if you hear I'm kind of sad and shit, it's not that I'm sad. It's just that I'm mad tired, and it's fucking hot here in New York. Damn it. Damn, and I have to go to summer school, man. It sucks. It sucks. Xbox 360 content will probably be coming to my channel. I do really want to do an LP of the new Dragon Ball game that's coming out. Looks very cool. It's not gonna be like the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, where I need a controller. I think, connects for for PS3. I forgot what Xbox has, or does it have anything? I'm not sure. I don't even remember anymore. I think it needs a camcorder. Um, yeah, but pretty much it's like actual fighting games and stuff. It's like actual fighting. You learn really how to do it right, all the techniques and shit. And if you do it in the exact form that they showed you how to, it's you get it gets more powerful. And if you do it crappy, it gets weaker. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye.